3-0 coming into this one. Westerville Central 1-2 in the matchup. Of course, the Warhawks coming off their first win at home under head coach Josh Franke last week, 23-6 against Bellefontaine. The Chieftains had a great quarterback, but unfortunately it was Westerville Central who really found their groove in that game and found a way to get in the end zone for the first time on the season.
Mailbox, but Nick Creaky has to have a big game tonight. Obviously that 6'4", lanky safety, he's got to cover a lot of ground, get around and help these corners out.
I was actually just going to bring that up. Minky's mailbox was packed full of questions that were really important, I thought, coming into the game, but one that really sticks out into my mind is how are they going to continue to utilize all these big playmakers offensively? Omar Bangura, Cam Hebner, Kevin King-Foku, Johnson, Nate Miller, the freshman quarterback. Keep naming some names, and you've got a nice array of good players back there. The offense has to come out firing, especially when you win the toss and elect to receive.
In the one game, the person that sticks out the most to me so far has had to be Cam Hebner. He hasn't touched the scoreboard. He's been kind of quiet in games thus far. 5 catches, 48 yards last game. He played a bigger factor than most people would like to admit or even saw in the box score on the field. But I think his effort and the ability to move around on the offense, create that motion pre-snap with Omar Bangura, it makes the defense respect him, at least from the aspect of a possession receiver. He's not the guy who's going to burn you downfield. He's not the guy who's going to hurt you, in the quick motion game. It's going to be Bangura, but I think that factor of him being there as a possession receiver, I like to think of it as a Mike Williams versus the Keenan Allen kind of guy. Obviously, for the Chargers, the biggest factor is Keenan Allen, right? He sticks out in the big way possession guy. That's Cam Hebner. He's the possession guy. He doesn't have that blazing speed. He's not going to beat you on the sideline. He's not going to have a crazy over the middle route. He's going to be that 9-10 yards a pop kind of guy.
So this flight is sponsored by National Guard and the Ohio School of Falconry. The bird's name is Echo, and he is the younger brother of the Seattle Seahawks mascot, Haymock. Go, Echo, go! All right, big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
Brent Ford with you. Wes Minky will be on the sidelines. He'll bring us all the info and analysis as well from the sidelines where Westerville Central will be held on this home side. Westerville Central won the opening toss and elected to receive. They will try to score into the north end zone, and here are the Warhawks of Westerville Central. The Celtics are in their gold helmets, white tops, and green pants for this game. Westerville Central has gone with the white tops, or I should say the white helmets, and the gray-silver jerseys with the white pants. Black numerals outlined in white for Westerville Central. And they are ready and primed for tonight's matchup against Dublin Jerome. And on Teacher Appreciation Night, week 4 of the high school football season is underway. And this kickoff is going to go out of bounds, and that'll draw the first penalty marker of the game. And that's Omar Bangura. Now he comes in motion across the formation to the near side. They'll hand it off Kevin King-Foku, and he'll get a run, and he's brought down on the play by D'Angelo. With Nate Miller under center, 2 backs in the backfield. Omar Bangura wide open to the near side left at the numbers. They'll hand it off to Kevin King-Foku up the middle. He's going to get a yard or two. Gang tackled by several left of the formation. Miller out of the gun. Everyone rolling to this near side left. Miller wants to throw, fires, and it's caught at the 50-yard line by Omar Bangura into Celtic territory at the 49-yard line. Miller into the shotgun. Now Bangura in motion. They toss it to him. He works on the right edge to the 47, and he's going to be stopped there after a gain of 1. 3 receivers to the near side left. Bangura in a quick motion. Miller, play action to Hebner to the 40-yard line, and it's caught and he's going to be short of the yard to gain, I believe. No, do they get him to 39? They do. It's going to be a first down, Westerville Central. Miller under center, three backs in the backfield. Kevin King-Foku works left edge. And down to the 36-yard line on the left side goes Kevin King-Foku, and that'll bring up second down for Westerville Central. Miller will go out of the gun. Kevin King-Foku onto his right side hip. Blas right of the formation with Omar Bangura. Hebner to the near side left. Miller the snap, rolling out to his right. Under pressure, looks, steps up, runs, eludes one tackle, and then gives himself up at around the 33-yard line. And I thought that was a good decision by the freshman quarterback for Westerville Central at the Jerome 33-yard line. Miller will go out of the gun. Couple backs in the backfield. This is Kevin King-Foku, the carry, and he's met right there at the line. Chase Ungernot will bring him up, and that'll bring up fourth down now for Westerville Central. Gain of a couple on the play. It's to the 32-yard line. Gain of one, I'll be more specific, but it's 4th and 2 now for center. Three backs in the backfield. They'll hand it off. Confusion in the backfield. Omar Bangura to the near side, 30, 25, and wrapped up and taken down at the 23-yard line out of bounds goes Omar Bangura, and tackled on the play by Elijah Bonsu of Jerome. What a play. They're under center. Three backs in the backfield. 1st and 10 at the Jerome 24-yard line. They hand it off up the middle, and barreling his way to the 21-yard line goes number 41, J.J. Rurak. Hebner to the near side left with Cohen Buss. They'll hand it off to Kevin King-Foku, and tries to break a tackle, and he gets inside the 20, down to about the 17-yard line, it looks like, maybe 16. It'll bring up third down, though, for Westerville Central. This will be the 12th play of the drive coming up, and Kajai Johnson out of the shotgun in this Wildcat formation, and it goes right to Kevin King-Foku on the snap.
He's got it.
And he's going to have enough for the first down. That third down play, direct snap to Kevin King-Foku. That'll be a first down for the Warhawks at the Jerome 12-yard line. Right. Play clock is down to 4. The snap to Miller. Hand off to Kevin King-Foku. Finds a gap on the right edge and gets down to the 8-yard line. And that will bring up second down for Westerville Central. Hash is at the 8-yard line. Hebner and Bangura go out wide to the right. The snap, the handoff to Kevin King-Foku. He's going to be dropped in the backfield for a loss. Parker Middleton was on that penetration in the backfield, and Kevin King-Foku is going to lose some yards back to the 10-yard line. It'll bring up third down. Play opening quarter. Kevin King-Foku to the left hip of Miller out of the gun. High snap. Miller rolling out and under pressure. Caught! And it's into the end zone. Cohen Buss for the touchdown. Westerville Central.
Nate Miller's pass complete to number 88. Cohen Buss, 4-6.
That will be Nate Miller's first passing touchdown of the season. And he did it on a rollout under pressure and found his tight end, Cohen Buss. That was one heck of a play there for the point after. Snap is back, hold is down, kick is up, and it is good.
Kick is good. Warhawks lead 7-0.
Westerville Central will lead in the opening quarter 7-0 over Dublin Jerome. And 8 seconds off of the scoreboard. Kickoff by Westerville Central the other way, and Dublin Jerome will return it from the 1-yard line and get out to their own 20 in at quarterback for the Celtics. Movement on the line, penalty marker. And then a receiver out wide to the left for Peoples out of the gun. They'll hand it off on first down. They'll run up the middle. And right there, Westerville Central there to stop that. 10 will go into the shotgun. 4 receiver set, split on either side from the near hash, working left to right. They'll hand it, no, they'll play action over the middle, and it's incomplete. Peoples out of the gun, play clock at 4. The snap, the handoff. No, he wants to throw, fires over the middle, caught, and that'll be enough for a first down into the hands of Jack Kursky. Peoples relays the new play from the sideline to his offensive line. Man in motion, right to left. They'll hand it off to Slates up the middle, and he's not going to get anything but maybe a loss of a yard on the play.
To be left at bay for the Warhawks.
Full receiver set, 3 wide to the left. Peoples throws, caught at the 45, dives toward the 48, and it's into the hands of Matthew Giantonio. Lipsy was there along with Greg Wood. Greg Woods on that left side. Maurice Crozier on that right side of the line for Westerville Central. The D end who was on the Frankie Coaches show last night. Peoples keeps it himself. No! In the backfield, the Warhawks go. And a big stop for Maurice Crozier.
Been the best quarter of Warhawk football I've seen all season.
I agree. This has been a great quarter. And Dublin Jerome will have to punt it away. They send it away. Cam Hebner calls for the fair catch. He backtracks to his own 10-yard line. And the clock will stop at 25 seconds to play. Far hash mark. Kevin King Foku onto his right side hip. Cohen Bus in motion, right side of the line to the left. Kevin King Foku gets the handoff, and he just shoves his way across the 15 to the 16-yard line. It'll bring up second down for Westerville Central and most likely take us to the second quarter as the Warhawks are currently leading Dublin Jerome 7-0, and that is going to take us to the end of the first quarter. Warhawks lead Celtics 7-0 after 1 on Central Ohio Sports Network.
Attention high school sports fans, are you an armchair official? You know, the parent or fan who constantly yells at the referees and loves to let everyone know just how bad you think they are. Well, if you think you could do better, then get in the game and prove it. It's time for you to suit up.
Start of the second quarter, Westerville Central leads Dublin Jerome 7-0. And Warhawks with their second possession of the game. They used 8 minutes and 8 seconds in their opening drive. Didn't leave Jerome much, and the defense held. And on second down, Miller throws, and it's incomplete. No one was in the vicinity. Third down and 3, Westerville Central. And it's a direct snap to Kevin King Foku. He works on the right side edge, finds a couple blocks to the 27-yard line for a first down. Great job by Kevin King Foku there. And the Warhawks with another first down in this first half. Gun play clock is at 10. First and 10, Westerville Central at their own 27. Throws Omar Bangura right off his fingertips, but I like the opportunity there. Cam Hebner and Omar Bangura come near side right at the numbers. Ball near hash mark. Bangura in motion. They hand it off Kevin King Foku, and he's going to be stopped at around the 29-yard line by a couple of Celtics on that play. Parker Middleton was on the stop for the Celtics. Bangura inside of him. Kevin Blas is there. Kajai Johnson. And they're all working to the near side. Miller fires deep down the field, and Cam Hebner can't corral it, and he had to dive for it at the Jerome 32-yard line, and he just couldn't keep it in his hands. 4th and 8 at their own 29-yard line. Cohen Bus sends it away, and it's going to take a Westerville Central bounce all the way back to the 15. It's going to be picked up by Ty Hogg. And he brings it out to the 25, and he gets at least 12 yards on that return. Then Dublin Jerome, Peoples out of the shotgun, 3 receivers set, and 2 to the near side left. They'll hand it off up the middle. Slates for a few. Penalty marker comes in after the play. There was a helmet that came in. It is going to go against Dublin Jerome. The offense has been backing up. There's a dead ball, personal foul against Dublin Jerome. And then near side left, 1 out wide to the right, far side. Peoples wasn't ready for that snap, got it. Greg Woods is there, and he's going to be brought down as he falls forward. Greg Woods, Maurice Crozier, that entire defensive line was in the backfield, putting pressure on Peoples. It was a great defensive stance by the Warhawk defense. 3 near side left, ball far hash mark. Peoples out of the gun, Slates to his left. Rolling to his left is Peoples, wanting to throw, fires near side, and it's caught at the 30-yard line, and diving forward is Lucas Franks. And it was almost deflected by the defense. That was Devin Smith, who almost got a hand in there for Westerville Central, but just couldn't pull it out of the hands of the senior wide receiver Lucas Franks. But it is going to be a fourth down situation.
I get there, and that's been a big factor so far for the Warhawks, keeping the offense limited, especially on third down long.
Luka Lakita puts it into the air. Cam Hebner calls for the fair catch, stumbles backwards. It'll be Nate Miller out of the shotgun. 8:16 in this second quarter to play. 7-0 Westerville Central. Miller will hand it off to Kevin King Foku, and near side will be dropped at around the 29-yard line. And that on the stop is Ty Hack. Loaded on the left side of the line is Westerville Central. 2nd down and 8. And a reverse to Omar Bangora. Breaks a tackle to the 30-35. And finally slung down at the 44-yard line. They'll mark him back to the 43. Omar Bangora with a big burst and a first down. That's what you like to see out of your playmakers, Wes.
Yeah, we mentioned it pregame with coaches. Well, he has to get those guys involved. Omar Bangura, Kevin King-Foku have to be involved in this game plan. They've hit a huge factor so far for the Warhawks.
Bangora comes to the near side right, ball near hash mark. Kevin King-Foku in the backfield. Miller wants to keep it himself, tries to follow a block, and then he's stopped right there. Bangora goes out wide to the left. Now Miller brings him in. They'll hand it off. Kevin King-Foku finds a blocker to the 45 and then tripped up to the 46-yard line. It'll bring up 3rd down for Westerville Central. Miller out of the gun, all alone in the backfield, dropping back. Pressure comes. Miller fires deep down the near sideline, looking for Cam Hebner. He caught it at the 23-yard line, and he's fighting, and you can see that he's being punched as he's going down by the defense of Dublin Jerome. But somehow Cam Hebner corrals that in, and Westerville Central moves the chains into Jerome territory.
Brent, I'm telling you.
Cam Hebner. You're right, Wes. It's getting big. And Westerville Central. Moran will split out wide to the right now. Omar Bangora motions into the backfield. Miller out of the gun, takes the snap, drops back, wants to throw over the middle, and it's caught right in the hands of Kevin Blas, and he stumbles to the 15-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd down for Westerville Central. The tight ends on either side of the line. Some movement. Miller takes the snap. They hand it off, and right into the backfield comes Kawal Bosley. And Rylan Moran couldn't go anywhere. Alone in the backfield. The play clock is down to 3. The high snap. Miller. Pressure coming. Firing back to the far end zone. Looking for Cam Hebner. Penalty markers fly. They're out of bounds. Hebner caught the ball as he was out of bounds. Miller will go under center. 2 backs in the backfield. Bangora out wide to the left. Now motions into the backfield. They toss it back to him, working the right side edge to the 10. And he jumps in. He gets back to the 9-yard line. Picks up half a yard. It'll be 2nd and goal now. Done with Rylan Moran to his left side hip. Bangora on the right side of the line. Hebner to the left. Miller wants to throw. Under pressure. Gets away from it. Has a little bit of time. Fires far side, and it's out of bounds. 3 receivers to the near side, far side left, Blas in motion now to that far side. Miller throws into the flat, and it's incomplete. Into the hands, or in and out of the hands of Rylan Moran, but then a penalty marker comes in afterwards, and looked like Nate Miller got pushed, and it's going to be a personal foul, roughing the passer. And that'll be on Dublin Jerome, and that'll be an automatic first down, I believe, for Westerville Central. At the 4 is what they're going to call it. Miller under center, 3 backs in the backfield. Lots of movement on the line before the ball is snapped. Penalty markers fly from every direction. This will be most likely a false start against Westerville Central. Miller under center, 3 backs in the backfield. Play clock at 14. Miller the snap, handoff. Omar Bangora cuts into the middle to the 5, trying to fight his way, and he gets to the 1-yard line. Once again, the playmakers in action, Wes.
I'm telling you right now, Omar Bangura has to have the ball in his hands. This is a potential spot right now where Kevin King-Foku is going to thrive.
Center. They get the snap off. They toss it back. Diving toward the end zone. Touchdown, Rylan Moran gets into the end zone for Westerville Central. There is a penalty marker, though, on the far sideline. And Wes, correct me if I'm wrong, but it looked like Jerome had too many men on the field.
Stands his goal.
Yep.
You believe in miracles, Brent.
It's actually going to be enforced on the kickoff, I believe. So Buss with the point after. Right now 13-0 Westerville Central, 2:04. Snap is back, hold is down, kick is up, and it is good.
That makes the score, Westerville Central 14, Dublin Jerome 0.
14-0. Westerville Central leads Dublin Jerome with 2:04 to play. And another great drive by Westerville Central. Rylan Moran from his own 45 sends it away. This one will go into the end zone for a touchback. Outs in his pocket to work with for him and Coach Crabtree. Peoples takes the snap, throws over the middle, and it's intercepted at the 40-yard line by Omar Bangora. Intercepted by Omar Bangora at the 40. Amazing job by Omar Bangora to be at the right spot at the right time. Great play by Omar Bangora. Into the shotgun. And he's got three receivers onto his right side. No one in the backfield with him. Pressure coming. Fires near sideline, incomplete. 14-0 Westerville Central over Dublin Jerome. Three receivers near side right. Ball between the hashes at the 41-yard line of Jerome. Miller takes the snap. Quick throw near side. Bangora 40. And tiptoes out of bounds right around the 37-yard line. That'll bring up third down. Four receivers bunched far side left. Bangora now comes in motion left to right. Two receivers to the near side right. Empty backfield. Here's Cam Hebner at the 35, and he gets to the 30 for a first down, Westerville Central. Cam Hebner has found his spark in this second quarter, and that's what you like to see out of that young receiver. 1:24, second quarter to play. Miller all alone in the backfield. Pressure coming once again. Miller keeps it. Stiff arm to the 30, and he's going to be taken down right around that 30-yard line for a loss of one. It'll be second down and 11. Miller out of the gun. Rolling to his right. Lots of options over the middle, and it's caught. Omar Bangora at the 18-yard line.
Coach is going to take a timeout here, I think.
They're going to try and kill it.
Omar Bangora.
They're going to get to the line. They're wasting some precious moments here. Miller quickly out of the gun. Clock at 22 seconds to play. It's first down, Westerville Central. Miller wants to throw, has some time over the middle. Caught Cam Hebner at the 10-yard line, and he goes down right around the 6, and that'll be a timeout, Westerville Central, with 11 seconds to play until halftime. And that'll be another first down. It'll be first and goal for Westerville Central. Yard line. Ball spotted near hash mark. Bangora all the way out wide to the left at the other hash. Miller out of the gun. One back in the backfield. Now Bangora in motion to the near side of the line. Miller rolls out to his right. Wants to throw. He's going to throw it back to the end zone, and it's caught by Cohen Buss, but he's out of bounds. That's going to be from the 14-yard line. So a 24-yard field goal is good.
And that's your halftime score, ladies and gentlemen.
That'll be half. Westerville Central ends it at the Dublin Jerome 5-yard line. They get a 24-yard field goal by Cohen Buss. And before this second half gets underway, let's check in one more time with Westford. Is an amazing hype guy. I want to spend an early morning lift there in the Performance Center and see what it's like for these Warhawk footballers. Moran sends it away into the back of the end zone, and Jerome will start this at their own 20-yard line. 4 receivers set, split either side from his own 20 and one back in the backfield. Man in motion into the backfield. They're going to hand it off on first down. And nothing but a yard or two on that carry. Joey Slates was on that carry. Built like a Mack truck. I like it. Second down and 8. Peoples throws into the near side at the 25. Caught. And then making his way to the 30-yard line, Giantonio.
Pass complete to number 80. Giantonio.
But it is a new quarterback. He's got 4 wide, 3 to his right, ball near hash mark, first and 10 at his own 32. Takes the snap, throws far side, incomplete. intended on that far side for Giantonio. And it'll bring up 2nd and 10 for the Celtics. So what's the thought process of changing quarterback in the third quarter, Wes?
I think it's just a momentum game. Obviously, you're down 17-0. You're trusting your playmakers out wide, but obviously not getting it done so far in this game. Just got a quick update as well on Kevin King-Foku from the trainers on the Warhawks sideline, out for the game with an ankle injury.
Well, that's not what you want to hear if you're a Westerville Central fan. So Kevin King-Foku on the sideline. Lombardi over the middle, incomplete. Off the fingertips of Lucas Franks. He was running almost free at the Westerville Central 40-yard line. And that was one where the defense lost track of one of the wide receivers for Dublin Jerome. Jerome trying to put something together. 3rd and 10 at their own 32. Lombardi dropping back under pressure, and he's taken down in the backfield.
Well,
Maurice Crozier with the takedown. Noah Mitchell with the initial pressure, and the Warhawks defense once again pressure in the backfield. Great job and a great look. Gotta love to see that, Wes.
Yeah, that's a big play right there by Maurice Crozier.
Coach. Punt is away for Dublin Jerome at their own 18 to take the bounce at around midfield. And Westerville Central will have great starting field position at their own 45-yard line. And it'll be Rylan Moran out there, and how he splits out wide to the left. Omar Bangura goes to the left hip of Nate Miller in the shotgun. Miller takes the snap. They hand it off. Bangura near side, breaks a couple tackles, and lunges his way to the 49-yard line. Pickup of 4 yards. 2nd down and 6 coming up for Westerville Central.
Gain of 4 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Kajai Johnson into the Wildcat. Motions Omar Bangura into the backfield. Johnson keeps it left side, and he tries to get around the edge, and he's going to lose a yard back to the 48-yard line. It'll be 3rd down for the Warhawks, and it looked like the defense, Wes, read that Kajai Johnson run from the beginning. The third quarter, Miller back out there in the shotgun. Rolls out to the near side from the left hash. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Omar Bangura was the intended target. It was a little low. It would have been enough for a 1st down, but it's going to bring up 4th down for Westerville Central. 8:49 to play, 3rd quarter. And penalty markers fly on the snap. Be a dead ball, false start on the offense. Bus sends it away. Comes to the near side, 25. And picked up right there by Westerville Central, and that's where they're down it. And Jerome will take over, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Lombardi in at quarterback once again for Jerome. Goes with 4 wide. Slings it to the near side, caught at the 27-yard line. And then down at the 30 to Giantonio. Several Warhawks in on the stop, including Usagala. Game for Westerville Central on top. They'll hand it off. Gain of 4 on the play to the 34-yard line. Joey Slate's on the carry, and in on the tackle is Greg Woods for Westerville Central. It'll bring up 3rd down now for Dublin Jerome. It's 3rd down and 1 for the Celtics. They'll hand it off. Slates up the middle, breaks to the 35, 40, 45. Penalty marker comes in, and Slates gets down to the 48-yard line.
Sideline warning on the Warhawks.
47-yard line. Lombardi out of the gun with a 4-receiver set. Throws far sideline, wide open, and it's caught at the Westerville Central 27 by Kurerski. Number 6, Rocco Lombardi. This time they'll hand it off. Slates up the middle, get to the Westerville Central 25. It'll bring up 2nd down. 6:40 and counting, 3rd quarter. Lombardi dropping back. Rolled from the pocket to the near side. Tucks and runs to the 20, tripped up. And down to the Westerville Central 18-yard line. He was tripped up on the play by Devon Lipsy. Out of the gun. 4 receivers set again. Slates to carry, and He's going to have enough for a first down. It'll get to the 16-yard line. It'll be a first down for Dublin Jerome. Lombardi out of the gun. Play clock at 17. Takes the snap, keeps it himself, works near side 15, 10. Cuts the edge, 5. Into the end zone. Touchdown for Dublin Jerome from 16 yards out.
Touchdown for Jerome.
The drive looked a lot different for Dublin Jerome than what they looked like. 17-6 right now. Westerville Central still in the lead. Luca Licata has the ball down. He kicks it up, and it is good. 17-7.
That makes the score. Westerville Central 17.
Westerville Central still leads. It's a 10-point lead.
28, Christian Hahn.
No, they do not. They kick it deep. And this one is going to bounce into the end zone for a touchback. Get it off. Rylan Moran, penalty markers come in. He makes his way to the 24-yard line, and that'll bring up second down. But we'll get this penalty here out of the shotgun. 2 receivers near side right. Miller the snap. Keeps it himself. Rolls to the near side. Over the middle. Omar Bangura with the catch to the 20, 25, and makes his way to the 30-yard line. And they'll mark him up to the 32. Check that back to the 31. Gain of 21 yards for Omar Bangura. What a play by Omar Bangura. With 7 on the play clock. Bangura in motion. Right formation to the left side. They'll hand it off to him on the return, but it was Dublin Jerome who knew that was happening in the backfield. 2 men inside of him. Ball between the hashes at their own 27-yard line. 2nd and 14. Miller under pressure. Rolls to his left. Throws all the way out of bounds. There's no Warhawks anywhere over on that side, and it's incomplete. I think Coach Crabtree wanted the intentional grounding. Did it look that way, Wes?
Yeah, it is going to be intentional grounding. He did not get out of that tackle box on the left side.
Central. Out of the gun is Miller. 3 receivers. Pressure comes. Throws far sideline, and it's going to be incomplete. He thought that Omar Bangura was going to run up the sideline, but Bangura was inside the numbers on that play, so miscommunication between quarterback and receiver, and that'll bring up 4th and 26 for Westerville Central, and an opportunity to continue to drain the clock west. They couldn't do it there. The snap goes over the head of Cohen Buss and into the back of the end zone.
Over his head for a safety.
Kick from the 20-yard line. It's got to be a big boot here for Rylan Moran. And he gets quite a bit on it, man. All the way back to the 14-yard line goes Dublin Jerome. They'll bring it out to the 30, 35, and they're stopped there. Great tackle, open field by Braden Warden, bringing down Matthew Giantonio. Receiver set for the Celtics. 17-9, Westerville Central leads. Slate's the ball carrier, and nothing going there. No gain on the play, no loss of yards, and Westerville Central is able to get a big stop. Musa got here now as it's 2nd and 10, and Lombardi takes the snap low. Steps up into the pocket, loose football! It's at the 30-yard line, picked up by Westerville Central. All the way to the 10, 5, down inside the 2-yard line. What a pickup by Moise Crozier!
Greg Woods off the edge again.
Greg Woods, Moise Crozier. Coming up big for Westerville Central.
Number 26, Greg Woods caused the fumble for the Warhawks.
The Warhawk offense.
First and goal from the 2-yard line.
You talk about a field flip, bro.
And Westerville Central, Miller under center. The handoff goes nowhere for Rylan Moran. Certified nail on that one. 2nd and goal to the near side. Rylan Moran is going to get to the 5, back to the line of scrimmage at the 4. And that'll bring up 3rd and goal for Westerville Central. Side hip, play clock at 6. Ball near hash mark, 3rd and goal at the 4. Snap to Miller, hands it off, Bangura, cuts up into the middle, into the end down! Touchdown! Omar Bangura and the Westerville Central Warhawks. (23-9) Westerville Central over Dublin Jerome. 1:42 to play. Snap is back, hold is down, kick is up, and it is good. 25-9, set up by the strip by Greg Woods. Fumble recovered by Moise Crozier, bringing it back to the 2-yard line, and Wes, they were able to capitalize.
I'm telling you right now, you talk about a momentum shifter, that safety, and then 2 plays later, Greg Woods strip sack, touchdown a couple plays after that. Man, this is a momentum shifter for this Warhawks offense.
Kickoff. Sends it in between the 2 deep backs, and it goes into the end zone. Low snap. Lombardi all alone, throws, caught by Giantonio, and he makes his way up the far sideline. It'll bring up second down. It was hot, and he said, I don't know. 1st and 10, though, for Jerome, and down goes the quarterback. Greg Woods brings down Lombardi. Big play by Greg Woods. A loss back to the 40-yard line. It'll be second down. At their own 40. 1:05 to play in the 3rd. Movement on the line, and we're going to get penalty markers. It's an 8, under a minute to play. In this 3rd quarter for Dublin Jerome at their own 45. Lombardi has time in the pocket, throws near side. It's caught. Giantonio at midfield.
Lombardi's pass complete to
That'll stop the clock. He gets out of bounds. It's 3rd down with 46 seconds. Clock is stopped. 4 receivers set, 3 to the right for Lombardi out of the gun. Warhawks were showing some pressure. They back out of it. New play on the sideline for Jerome. Lombardi relays to the line. 3rd down and 3. The Warhawk fans are getting loud. 46 seconds in the 3rd to play. Here's Lombardi on the snap. Play clock hits 0. He throws over the middle. Caught at the Westerville Central 45. And getting into the Westerville Central 42 is Lucas Franks. That'll be a 1st down for Dublin Jerome. And they want to move quickly. Here's Lombardi. 4 receivers. Low snap. He bobbles it, loses it, rolls out to his right. Under pressure. Greg Woods is there. Throw along the sideline, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Lucas Franks, but good coverage. 2nd and 10 at the Westerville Central 42. Lombardi hands it off, and it's going to be a run for Slates, and he's finally brought down along the far side by 1 or 2 Warhawks. Didn't quite see the numbers on that one.
11, Jackson Mark had the tackle.
Jackson Mark in on the stop.
Gotta go to the 4th quarter here.
Looking at 3rd down to start this 4th quarter. Lombardi now working left to right as we see it. Pressure, throws to the 45-40, breaks a tackle, goes Slates, and he'll be stopped at the Westerville Central 37-yard line. It's going to bring up 4 out wide to the left. Ball near hash mark at the Westerville Central 37. To his left hip goes Slates. Lombardi out of the gun. Play clock is down to 8. Relays the play to the line. Play clock at 5. Lombardi, crowd getting wild here at Warhawk Field. Lombardi dropping back on the snap, throwing over the middle, looking deep, and it's going to be incomplete. Penalty markers fly on the play. Lombardi was looking for Giantonio, and several Warhawks are going to be called for pass interference, but it's going to be against Dublin Jerome. It's going to be offensive pass interference.
That penalty will be declined.
Ball near hash mark. Westerville Central working right to left as we see it in a 24-9 game. The Warhawks with the lead. They'll hand it off. Rylan Moran right side. He's going to get a few to the 40. Maybe they do mark him up to the 40-yard line. 2nd down coming up for Westerville Central. Miller looking at the clock, and you can tell that this is a drain as much time as possible moment. He'll snap it at the last possible second. He does here. Hands it off. Omar Bangura working across the 40 and gets to about the 41. Did the ball come loose? Dublin Jerome might have come away with the loose fumble, pickup, and recovery. They did. The official on the near side is saying that it was a fumble picked up by Dublin Jerome, and the Celtics get the football back. Well, that's not a turn of events that anyone wanted to see either on the home side, Wes. The Westerville Central 39. Here's Dublin Jerome. Lombardi out of the gun. 4 receivers, 3 to his left. Takes the snap. Looks left. Fires. Caught at the 36-yard line by Franks. He breaks a tackle at 35. Now up to the 33-yard line. It'll be
Dublin Jerome takes over. Turnover. Back and forth over and over and over again. So big game here.
2nd and 3. Lombardi pressured in the pocket. Rolls out to the near side. Breaks 1 tackle. Throws the sideline near side. And it's incomplete. Batted away on the play by Jackson Mark.
He's been everywhere tonight.
Jakurski was the intended target, but Jackson Mark was able to bat it away. 3 receivers near side right for Jerome. Lombardi out of the gun. They hand it off. Slates gets the first down to the Westerville Central 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Dublin Jerome. A 32-yard scamper for Slates.
Touchdown, Jerome.
Got to go for 2 here.
Well, it looks like Dublin Jerome is going to elect to go for the point after and not a 2-point conversion. Currently 24-15, Westerville Central. And now for the point after. Kick is up. And it is good.
Licata's kick is good.
Licata puts it through the uprights, 24-16. Westerville Central leads. Dublin Jerome gets on the board once again.
Christian Juan
back deep for Westerville Central. Kick is away. Hahn is going to let this one sail into the back of the lined up behind him. Play clock is at 14. Blas in motion in the backfield. They'll hand it off. Rylan Moran breaks 1 tackle, and then he's going to be brought down for a loss back to the 18-yard line. 2nd and 12 coming up for Westerville Central. And go out wide to the right with 1 man inside of them. 1 back in the backfield. Miller out of the gun. Miller wants to throw. Flush from the pocket over the middle, and it's caught by one-handed. 27-yard line into the hands of Julian Bradley.
Number 14, Julian Bradley.
That'll bring up 3rd down and a little bit more manageable here. On the left side of the line, 3rd down and 3. Westerville Central at their own 27. Direct snap to Rylan Moran. Trips his way to the 32-yard line, and that'll be enough for a 1st down. Westerville Central.
Number 22, Parker Middleton.
Long drives, the way you did to start the game. Little end-around trickery here, and Omar Bangura can't get off the defender. He makes his way to the 35-yard line. Onto the right side of the line. Kajai Johnson and Kevin Blas in motion to the near side. Now Omar Bangura, they pitch it to him. Finds a blocker to the 35-40. Penalty markers, takes a tackle to the 45 midfield. Omar Bangura breaks free. Jerome territory. 25-20, and finally drugged down from behind at the 16-yard line. But this one's coming back. Penalty is against Westerville Central. Working right to left are the Warhawks, so Omar Bangura better catch his breath quick. He's out wide to the right inside the slot. Naylor wants to go far side off the fingertips of his intended target, and he was looking for Julian Bradley. 4 receivers split either side for Miller. Takes the snap under pressure. He loses it from behind. He got stripped as he went to throw, but luckily Rylan Moran was there to fall on it. It'll be a loss back behind the 20 all the way to the 17-yard line. It'll be
from Dublin Jerome, so 2 times in a row he's got to make an adjustment here.
Punt is away. Brought down at the midfield. All the way to the Westerville Central 40. Breaking tackles to the 35. And finally, Hawk is brought down. Lombardi out of the gun. Play action. He's going to be dropped from behind. Look at that play. That was Braden Warden who brought him down. Lombardi out of the gun. Pressure! Down he goes! Penalty marker comes in. No, the football might have been lost. There's a fumble on the play. Greg Woods coming from behind on Lombardi. There's a fumble on the play, and Westerville Central is going to come away with it.
2 strip sacks for Greg Woods.
Number 72, Sahid Debbie has the recovery for the Hawks. It'll bring up first and 10.
Incredible. A strip sack, his second of the night, Greg Woods.
I think I found my player of the game, huh?
You might have found that player of the game, that's right. Yeah, I would agree. This is a great opportunity if you had Kevin King Foku available. Miller under center, hands it off. Bangura on the end around, breaks a tackle to midfield, keeping to his feet to the Jerome 45-yard line, down inside to the 43. That'll be enough for a first down, pickup of 10 yards, Omar Bangura. Under center is Miller. They hand it off to the up man, and no gain on that one for J.J. Ruark. Miller has to really take his time here. Lots of movement, and the Celtics came over. Encroachment on the defense. 2nd and 5 coming up for Westerville Central. Ruark in the back as well. Miller waiting to go under center. 15 on the play clock. 3 timeouts remain for Jerome, 2 for Westerville Central. Miller now goes under center. He waits, takes the snap, hands it off. Omar Bangura to the left side, and he's brought down to the 36-yard line. 3rd down coming up for the silver and black.
For the Celtics.
Miller
3rd down.
Goes under center, 3rd and 3 at the Celtic 36. Rylan Moran gets the handoff, and he's going to be stopped for a loss. Coach Crabtree calls a timeout on the far side. 2:24 to play.
Has fallen 100% onto the hands of this defense, and Coach Harr has a handful to worry about here with 2.5 minutes left. But I think the biggest factor for the Warhawks, you can potentially go for this here, 4th and 5 on the 38-yard line, get this first down, and potentially end this game. So a lot of decision-making. Obviously an 8-point game, not out of reach by any means for Jerome, but there is certainly a decision in the hands of Coach Frankie right now.
Miller under center. He's going to flip out wide to the left. Bangura now into the Wildcat here. 4th and 5. Bangura in the shotgun, and he's going to punt this one away. A little boot onto the right side. Bounces at the 20-yard line, and Westerville Central downs it right around that 21-yard line.
Bangura's punt.
Lombardi in the shotgun, throws over the middle, and it's going to be intercepted by Westerville Central! Picked up to the 20 and down to the 16-yard line, into the hands of Julian Bradley.
Intercepted by number 14, Julian Bradley. 1st and 10 Warhawks.
Can you believe that, Wes?
That is unreal. Julian Bradley, have a day.
Oh my gosh. Julian Bradley. 2:04 to play, and Westerville Central has the ball right back. Center with 3 backs in the backfield. Takes the snap, hands it off. Omar Bangura gets back to the line of scrimmage, maybe even a loss of 1.
On the carry.
It'll be 2nd down now for Westerville Central. 2nd and 10. Miller out of the gun, out of the timeout. They hand it off to Bangura. He gets to the 20-yard line, maybe the 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1. 3rd down coming up. And the ultimate Warhawk in the first decade.
Hey, I was an athlete of the decade myself.
There you go. State champion bowler down there on the sidelines. Nate Miller on the rollout, and he's going to give himself up as he's going to lose yards back to the 27-yard line. And that'll bring up 4th down now for Westerville Central. And timeout for Dublin Jerome. Their last to go for a 44-yard field goal into the north end zone. No win, 44 yards. And
not enough.
Not going to have enough. It'll be short. here for Dublin Jerome. They're down 24-16 with a minute to play and no timeouts. Lombardi out of the gun, 4 wide for him. Quick throw into the flat far side, incomplete. Giantonio was the intended 18, has some time, 4 receivers set. Either side, takes the snap, throws back to Giantonio, 25-30, far sideline and out of bounds he goes. 4-16, Westerville Central leads Jerome. Lombardi out of the gun, working from his own 32-yard line. Down 24-16, near side, incomplete. Footsteps were heard, and it goes in and out of the hands of Lucas Franks. And right there on the coverage was Julian Bradley. Lombardi out of the gun, 3 receivers to his right, looking to the far sideline, caught. Enough for a first down to the 46-yard line.
First down, it'll be first.
Jerome, 41 seconds to play. Lombardi under pressure, hit as he throws, caught by Althouse in Westerville Central territory at the 39-yard line. First down, Jerome. Central can't get set, but Lombardi spikes it. No timeouts remain, 30 seconds to play. Jerome with the football at the Westerville Central 42. It's second down and 10. A run up the middle, and Slates will have it.
Joey Slates.
And he gets a gain of 9. It's going to be third down, and Lombardi's going to have to spike and force at the Westerville Central 33-yard line.
You can feel it.
16 seconds to play. 4th and 1, Jerome. Trailing 24-16. Lombardi, the snap, looks near side, cut, and that'll be enough for a first down. He can't get out of bounds to the 30-yard line. It'll be picked up by Lucas Franks. The clock is going to stop momentarily, but Lombardi has to spike it quick, and he does. For Dublin Jerome with 8 seconds to play and a 24-16 lead, Westerville Central. 2nd and 10 for Dublin Jerome at the Westerville Central 29-yard line.
Now is where you play your safeties deep. You do not let anything over top regardless. Those corners are playing 10, 15 yards off coverage.
Lombardi out of the gun, the snap, 4 deep, wanting to go toward the end zone, and it's going to go out of bounds. Incomplete, almost intercepted by Westerville Central. They were looking. Clock is stopped, 3 seconds to play. Jerome at the Westerville Central 29. They trail 24-16. 1 play for the Celtics. 3rd and 10. At the 29 of Westerville Central, Lombardi the snap, looking to his left, firing to the deep part of the end zone, and it's going to be knocked down. That's it. It's over. The Warhawks get the win over Dublin Jerome, 24-16.
And that's the final, ladies and gentlemen. Westerville Central 24, Dublin Jerome 16.
Unreal.
An amazing scene at Warhawk Field as the Warhawks get the win over Dublin Jerome.
That is the upset of the season right there, Brent.
I would agree, Wes. That's a big upset for Westerville Central over Dublin Jerome. Let's take a break. When we come back, our post-game wrap-up here from Warhawk Field as the Warhawks are victorious in Week 4, 24-16 on Central Ohio Sports Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming out tonight. I hope everybody has a good, safe trip home.
Welcome to Post-Game Wrap-Up on Central Ohio Sports Network.
The final from Warhawk Field, it's 24-16. It's your final score. Westerville Central with the win over Dublin Jerome. And the Warhawks in the student section get to go to ring the victory bell under the scoreboard in the north end zone. The Warhawks with the upset tonight here in this one. What an amazing game Westerville Central had. It started with the opening drive that went pretty big. It was 15 plays, 65 yards, 8 minutes, 8 seconds off the clock. Westerville Central had the game plan. They played that game plan to perfection. And then you thought that coming into the second half that Kevin King-Foku getting injured was going to be the downfall, but they held on. They found ways to hold on, get positive plays, turn things into their favor, and the Warhawks were able to come away with the win. Wes is down on the sidelines, he's actually out on the field trying to track down Greg Woods right now with Coach Frankie. We'll have them here coming up inside our post-game show momentarily, but Westerville Central with just an amazing night here at Warhawk Field, and Coach Frankie with high fives all around.